Exodus chapter 6 Promise to deliverance. Then the Lord told Moses, Now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh. When he feels the force of my strong hand, he will let the people go. In fact, he will force them to leave his land. And God said to Moses, I am Yahweh, the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as Shaddai, God Almighty, but I did not reveal my name, Yahweh, to them, and I reaffirm my confidence with them under the term. I promised to give them the land of Canaan. Where they were living as foreigners, you can be sure that I have heard the groan of the people of Israel, who are now slaves to the Egyptians, and I am well aware of my confidence with them. Therefore, say to the people of Israel, I am the Lord. I will free you from your oppression, and I will rescue you from your slavery in Egypt. I will redeem you with a powerful arm and a great act of judgment. I will claim you as my own people, and I will be your God. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God who has freed you from your oppression in Egypt. I will bring you into the land I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I will give it to you as your very own possession. I am the Lord. So Moses told the people of Israel what the Lord had said, but they refused to listen anymore. They had become too discouraged by the brutality of the slavery. Then the Lord said to Moses, Go back to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and tell him to let people of Israel leave his country. But Lord, Moses objected, My own people won't listen to me anymore. How can I expect Pharaoh to listen? I'm such a clumsy speaker. But the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and gave them order for the Israelites and for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. The Lord commanded Moses and Aaron to lead the people of Israel out of Egypt. The ancestor of Moses and Aaron. They are the ancestor of some of the clan of Israel. The son of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, were Hanoch, Palu, Hezro, and Carmi. Their descendants become the clan of Reuben. The son of Simon was Jamin, Ohad, Jackie, Zor, and Shor. Shor's mother was a Canaanite woman. The descendants become the clan of Simon. These are the descendants of Levi, as listed in the family record. The sons of Levi were Gerson, Korah, and Merari. Levi lived to be 137 years old. The descendants of Gershon included Lipli and Shimei, each of whom became the ancestor of a clan. The descendants of Korah included Amram, Ezer, Hebron, and Uzziel. Korah lived to be 133 years old. The descendants of Merari included Mali and Mushi. There are the clan of Levi listed in their family record. Amram married his father's sister Jochebed, and she gave birth to his son Aaron and Moses. Amram lived to be 137 years old. So that is how Moses came out. The son of Israel was Korah, Levi, and Zid. The son of Uzziel were Mishael, Ezra, and Shida. Aaron married Elisabeth, the daughter of Aminadab and the sister of Lashon, and she gave birth to his son Latab, Abihu, Elidah, and Ihama. The sons of Korah were Asher, Elkanah, and Abisa. The descendants became the clan of Korah. Eli, the son of Aaron, married one of daughter of Putro, and she gave birth to his son Phinehas. There are the ancestors of the Levi family listed according to their clan. The Aaron and Moses named in this list are same one to whom the Lord said, Lead the people of Israel out of the land of Egypt like an army. It was Moses and Aaron who spoke to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, about leading the people of Israel out of Egypt. When the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt, he said to him, I am the Lord. Tell Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, everything I am telling you. But Moses argued with the Lord, saying, I can't do it. I'm such a clumsy speaker. Why should the Pharaoh listen to me? Aaron's staff became a servant. Then the Lord said to Moses, pay close attention to this. I will make you seem like God to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron will be your prophet. Tell Aaron everything I command you, and Aaron must command the Pharaoh to let the people of Israel leave his country. But I will make Pharaoh's heart stammer, so I can multiply my miraculous sign and wonder in the land of Egypt. Even then, Pharaoh will refuse to listen to you. So I will bring down my fist on Egypt. Then I will rescue my force, my people, the Israelites, from the land of Egypt with great act of judgment. When I raise my powerful hand and bring out the Israelites, the Egyptian will know that I am the Lord. So Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded them. Moses was 80 years old and Aaron was 83 when they made their demands to Pharaoh. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Pharaoh will demand, show me a miracle when he does this. Said to Aaron, take your staff and throw it down in front of Pharaoh, and it will become a serpent. So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did what the Lord had commanded them. Aaron threw down his staff before Pharaoh and his official, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh called in his own wise men and sorcerers, and this Egyptian magician did the same thing with their magic. They threw down their staff, which also became serpent, but the Aaron's staff swallowed up their staffs. Pharaoh's heart, however, remained hard. He still refused to listen, just as the Lord had predicted. A plague of blood. Then the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh's heart is dampened, and he still refused to let the people go. So go to Pharaoh in the morning as he goes down to the river. Standing on the bank of Nile and meet him there. Be sure to take along the staff that turned into a snake. Then announce to him, the Lord, the God of the Hebrew, has sent me to tell you, let my people go, so they can worship me in the wilderness. Until now, you have refused to listen to him. So this is what the Lord said. I will show you that I am the Lord. Look, I will strike the water of the Nile with this staff in my hand, and the river will turn to blood. This fish in it will die, and the river will stink. The Egyptian will not be able to drink any water from the Nile. Then the Lord said to Moses, tell Aaron, take your staff and raise your hand over the water of Egypt, all its river, canals, ponds, and all the reservoirs. Turn all the water to blood. Everywhere in Egypt, the water will turn to blood, even the water stored in wooden bowls and stone pots. So Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord commanded them. As Pharaoh and all his officials watched, Aaron raised his staff and struck the water of the Nile. Suddenly the whole river turned to blood. This fish in the river died, and the water became so full that the Egyptian couldn't drink it. There was blood everywhere throughout the land of Egypt. But again, the magician of Egypt under their magic, and they too turned water into blood. So Pharaoh's heart remained hard. He refused to listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had predicted. Pharaoh returned to his palace and put the whole thing out of his mind. Then all the Egyptians dug along the river bank to find drinking water, for they couldn't drink the water from the Nile. 7 days passed from the time the Lord struck the Nile. A plague of frog. Then the Lord said to Moses, go back to Pharaoh and announce to him, this is what the Lord said, let my people go so they can worship me. If you refuse to let them go, I will send a plague of frog across your entire land. The Nile river will swarm with frogs. They will come up out of the river and into your palace, even into your bedroom and onto your bed. They will enter the house of your official and your people. They will even jump into your oven and your leading bowls. Frog will jump on you, your people, and all your officials. Then the Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron, raise the staff in your hand over all the river, canyon, and the pond of Egypt, and bring up frog over all the land. So Aaron raised his hand over the water of Egypt, and the frog came up and covered the whole land. But the magicians were able to do the same thing with the magic. They too caused the frog to come up on the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and begged, Plead with the Lord to take the frog away from me and my people. I will let your people go so they can offer sacrifice to the Lord. You set the time. Moses replied, Tell me when you want me to pray for you, your official and your people. Then you and your house will be rid of the frogs. They will remain only in the Nile River. Do it tomorrow, Pharaoh said. All right, Moses replied. It will be as you have said. Then you will know that there is no one like the Lord our God. The frog will leave you and your house, your official and your people. They will remain only in the Nile River. So Moses and Aaron left the Pharaoh's palace, and Moses cried out to the Lord about the frog he had inflicted on Pharaoh. And the Lord did just what Moses had predicted. The frogs in the house, the courtyard, and the field all died. The Egyptians piled them into a great heap, and a terrible stench filled the land. But when Pharaoh saw that relief had come, he became stubborn. He refused to listen to Moses and Aaron just as the Lord had predicted. A plague of gannets. So the Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron, raise your staff and strike the ground. The dust will turn into swarm of gannets throughout the land of Egypt. So Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded them. When Aaron raised his hand and struck the ground with his staff, gannets infested an entire land, covering the Egyptian and their animal. All the dust in the land of Egypt turned into gannets. Pharaoh's magicians tried to do the same thing with their secret art, but this time they failed, and the gannet covered everywhere, people and animal alike. This is the finger of God, the magician exclaimed to Pharaoh. But the Pharaoh's heart remained hard. He wouldn't listen to them, just as the Lord had predicted. A plague of flies. Then the Lord told Moses, Get up early in the morning and stand in Pharaoh's way as he goes down to the river. Say to him, This is what the Lord said, Let my people go so they can worship me. If you refuse, then I will send a swarm of flies on you, your official, your people, and all the houses. The Egyptian home will be filled with flies, and the ground will be covered with them. But this time I will spare the region of Goshen, where my people live. No flies will be found there. Then you will know that I'm the Lord, and that I'm present even in the heart of your land. I will make a clear distinction between my people and your people. This miraculous sign will happen tomorrow. And the Lord did just as he had said. A thick swarm of flies filled Pharaoh's palace and the house of his official. The whole land of Egypt was thrown into chaos by the flies. Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron. All right, go ahead and offer sacrifice to your God, he said, but do it here in this land. But Moses replied, That won't be right. The Egyptians detest the sacrifice that we offer to the Lord our God. Look, if we offer our sacrifice here, where the Egyptians can see us, they will stone us. We must take a 3-day trip into the wilderness to offer sacrifice to the Lord our God, just as he had commanded us. All right, go ahead, Pharaoh replied. I will let you go into the wilderness to offer sacrifice to the Lord your God, but don't go too far away. Now hurry and pray for me. Moses answered, As soon as I leave you, I will pray to the Lord, and tomorrow the swarm of flies will disappear from you and your official and all your people. But I'm warning you, Pharaoh, don't lie to us again and refuse to let the people go to sacrifice to the Lord. So Moses left Pharaoh's palace and pleaded with the Lord to remove all the flies. And the Lord did as Moses asked and caused the swarms of flies to disappear from Pharaoh, his official, and his people. Not a single fly remained. But Pharaoh again became stubborn and refused to let the people go. So that is chapter 8. So from these three chapters, first we know Moses actually is the descendants from Jacob. And here is some detail. Where's Moses? So you see the Amram married his father's sister, and he gave birth to his son Aaron and Moses. So Amram, which is Moses and Aaron's father, and Jochebed is Moses and Aaron's mother. Okay, and then Amram is the descendants of Kohath. Okay, and then Kohan. So Kohan is the descendants of Levi. Yes, the descendants of Levi. So the descendants of Levi, yeah. And Kohan's father is Levi. Yes. Oldest son. And then the son of Simon or Shaul. The descendant become Clan Simon. They are the descendants of Levi. Okay. Levi lived to 137 years. So Levi is the one son of Israel. So that is how beginning. Look like it's 3 or 4 generation. 4 generations. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Kohan is grandparents of Moses, Aaron, and then Levi is great grandparents of Moses and Aaron. So that is it. And then now Moses and cried to the God, and the God now doing some action to show Pharaoh those plague, but didn't end yet. Together have a 10 plague until Pharaoh let Israel people go. So okay, so that is today's story. Hope everybody like it. God bless everyone. Let's see you tomorrow.